watching live. We're live. Yeah, we're good.
Good?
Yeah.
All right, we're live on Facebook Live.
We're live.
Holy cow. I'm Chris Capell, the owner of Dizzy Pig. This is Rodrigo. We got Gonzalo behind the camera. We do a lot of cooking here for a recipe page to develop seasonings. And we thought we'd use like Facebook Live to let you all in on a little bit of the fun we have here. And so today we're going to do some grill walked veggies on the big green egg and good hot fire. We're going to be eating some good vegetables.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be taking some pictures for our website. Hopefully this recipe will be up there next week. So let's get started. We're gonna get the ingredients together. We need 3 cloves of garlic. And you can actually pick whatever veggies you want. We have mushrooms, red pepper, zucchini, and sweet onion.
You can use asparagus. Yeah, just whatever's fresh, whatever's available at that time of year. A lot of veggies work with this. This stuff's nice. The wind just blows this stuff away.
Yeah, we're gonna do our best here with the wind, but it is a beautiful day.
I'm gonna get this stuff here chopped up. The main thing when you're cooking like veggies is I always think about my mom's asparagus that you could smear on a piece of toast. It was that soft. It was that overcooked. Like these days, I think people understand that veggies are a lot better experience if they're not overcooked. So hot fire is going to be important. You want to put that into it real quick, get that flavor on it, and 2-3 minutes. What the key is for a lot of this stuff is like the garlic. Because you can't cut that too big. But for all the others, for all the other veggies, I want to get them to be about the same size, so they cook at about the same time. So I'm going to get this. I got a Vidalia onion. So we want to cut this in some fairly big cubes, and not diced, but more kind of chunked, I guess you call it. It's a little windy out here, so if the noise gets to you, you can just turn your volume down and watch us if you want. All right, now I was watching Alton Brown one time on the Food Network, and I learned a cool way to cut onions. And what he does is goes in at a little bit of an angle, like towards the middle. I'm only going to do 4 or 5 cuts on the long end. I'm not going to go through the core all the way, so it's still all together. And now when I come in, I can just cut these things into like big old chunks that I want. Right there, see that? That's perfect. That's all. You break them up a little bit, because we're going to put a little marinade on here and to get some flavor in it. We're not going to marinate it for long, just a couple minutes really, and throw it on the grill. This would be good. And then get the skin off first. I found the easy way to get the skin off is to cut that top and just peel on. You don't want to go too many layers deep, but if you end up having to lose that outside layer to get all this stuff off easy, it's not a bad way to do it. Maybe a little wasted onion there. It's amazing how quick you can actually cut an onion up. It doesn't take that long. And you cry a lot less when you go quicker. So that's my sweet onion. The rest of it will break apart when I'm cooking it. I'll be tossing it around in the wok. I guess all that stuff won't hurt for flavor. We'll put that little stuff in there. Okay, now mushrooms, they're all different sizes. You have to think about that when you're cutting. Like I'll probably cut that into 6 or 8 pieces, and I'll probably cut this in just 4 pieces. That's going to be a good mouthful, a good bite size. This one I'll go ahead and make 6 pieces out of it. That's a nice chunk of mushroom. I'd put that in my mouth. Of course, I love mushrooms. What about you, Rodrigo? Are you a mushroom fan? Or, you know, some people are kind of funny about mushrooms.
Mushroom is my go-to veggie, actually. I love cooking it with onions. It's
Earthy.
It's delicious. Chicken de tree is great on mushrooms and onions. Mediterranean-ish, another rub we make great on. That could be a base for a lot of things. I use a mushroom onion base for making quiche. A lot of other vegetarian dishes.
I love mushroom because they're real earthy. A lot of vegetarians will go for mushrooms because you got kind of that meaty feel to it.
Yeah.
But so, you know, with the red pepper, I want to do about the same thing. You know, I don't want too big of pieces. I want them approximately the same size. Or one of the things that's really great about this thing is it's really easy to cook, and it's so good for you.
It also gives a nice color to the veggie mix.
That's for sure, and that's another reason you can pick your veggies like based on the color. You know, try to get that nice bright combination of stuff, especially if you have a nice colorful party going on, colorful people that are coming. So I always like to get these little membranes out of the red pepper, so I'll make a cut right next to that membrane. Go down and get that membrane out. It's just not that pleasant in the mouth. It's kind of spongy. You know, the seeds out, of course. So I'm going to cut these in some big strips that are maybe a little larger than the onion is, but I just cut these in thirds.
And of course, you can do some hotter peppers to give some heat.
Hotter peppers, jalapenos. Oh man, talk about other stuff you could use. Any kind of squash, you know, zucchini squash. You know, squash doesn't have to be cooked until it's squash. You can just give it a good hot flash of heat, and it's going to taste good. Asparagus, like I said, is really good. It doesn't need much time. Like I said, you don't want to spread it on toast. You want to have a little bit of crunch when you eat it. Pineapple is really nice in here. So if you want to get some fruits involved, especially in the summertime, a little bit of fruit will go really good with this dish. Got a zucchini. It's not really zucchini season. This doesn't look too bad though. It's kind of firm flesh. It's not mushy in any way. This one, I think I'm gonna quarter it longwise. And go in and probably do about that size of a chunk. It's gonna be good. Okay, so that's it. I had those veggies cut. Okay, couldn't have been more than 5 minutes, right? I'm going to toss them all together. Onions, mushrooms. Now you can whisk, so we got these ingredients. We got a half a cup of vegetable oil. We've got a teaspoon or so of sesame oil. You want to go really easy on it because it can really overwhelm the dish. You just want the sesame oil for a flavor. It's got a strong flavor. We got some soy sauce, and of course the shaking the tree because we got to get some, you know, some Dizzy Pig flavors on there. This is a citrusy blend that's just really brings out the brightness in all the vegetables. And a lot of times we'll mix these things together in a bowl and kind of you whisk them up, but it doesn't hurt just to kind of dump them in on the veggies and toss them all together. And a lot of times I'll do these on a wok with holes in it, so you can get the flames of the grill. I want to do a couple teaspoons of the shaking the tree.
Yeah, I think the recipe calls for 3 tablespoons, but we do it by feel here. That felt right.
This is a smaller batch too. This is probably a third of the size we normally do.
Yeah. Seasoning is low on salt, so you can go liberal on those.
Very good. One thing we forgot is a rack of paper towels.
Okay, I'll go get it real quick.
We're live here at Dizzy Pig headquarters. Building a new building right up the street. It's going to be ready here in a few weeks. For now, we're cooking out in front of our old facility. Yeah, those are getting good flavorized. These are going to cook real quick. We got a hot fire. Greetings. How are you? We're on Facebook Live right now. Cooking some veggie live. These are zucchini, red peppers, onions, and it's a quick marinade, and then we're going to grill really hot.
All right. What kind of surface you put them on?
We actually have it's a carbon steel wok.
Yeah.
Sometimes I use the ones with the holes in it, and that works out really well too. But in this case, we're just going to get this thing ripping hot and,
Man, you
throw it in there.
You have it up there, don't
And
you?
actually, I can go ahead. Yeah, it's hot right now.
Oh, wow. Oh, you got a special rack to hold it.
Yeah, there's a special rack to hold it. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, but if you got a round bottom, you got to have like some kind of a ring to hold that wok in. I want to open this thing up wide to get it screaming because I want it real hot. It'll take a couple minutes to get that metal all hot.
You ever do a brisket?
Yes.
I want to come on and talk to you about that.
Okay. We got some customers here going into the retail store want to know about brisket. I can tell you a little bit about brisket. Yeah, I say that wok's probably going to take about 30 seconds. What other kind of veggies? You know, eggplant's kind of a funky thing. I know a lot of people put salt on it ahead of time, and
Yeah.
but like Chinese eggplant, I've seen those small eggplants are really nice for this dish. Have you seen those little Chinese purple ones? About that long, about that big around?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of eggplant. The few times I cooked it too soft, so it kind of started getting mushy. And it was hard to like. You kind of want to keep that a little bit of crispiness on the eggplant if you want to eat it. Yeah, but it will go well on that one. We'll give it a little bit of a purplish color too.
Mm-hmm. You could do like green beans too, but you might want to blanch them first in a little hot water. Throw the green beans in some boiling water.
Oh yeah.
A couple seconds. You drain them off and kind of let them come back to room temp, and that kind of knocks that chewiness off of them.
And if you don't have
snow peas, sugar
stick of the
snaps.
tree, which other ones would be great for those?
Oh, our other seasonings that would be good on vegetables. Oh,
Tsunami?
Raisin River is always fantastic. Tsunami spin, especially on earthy veggies like mushrooms. If you're cooking, anything real earthy, red peppers are another earthy vegetable that would be good with tsunami spin. Bombay curryish, if you're doing, there's a lot of veggie curries, you could use a Bombay curryish. Even dizzy dust. I guess a lot of it depends on what you're serving it with, right? If you're serving it with barbecue, maybe you could put some dizzy dust or some crossroads on there. If you're doing an Italian meal, Mediterranean would be perfect for the veggies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options for veggies. Even though we're a barbecue company, this stuff's not just for meat. Let me see how that wok's doing over here. Got a good bit of smoke. Yeah, you can see that thing is starting to roll some smoke. Another minute or so, and we'll get some oil in there and do some sizzling.
Yeah, on Facebook, we'd like to thank Max Rosen for posting a comment, Walk and Roll, and Tim Powell for sharing the video.
Oh, Tim Powell's out there. Oh, my friend Tim Powell from Elkins, West Virginia, the Bristol. That's a good place to check out.
Yeah, our very own Mad Max.
Our very own Mad Max.
Thanks everybody watching the video.
I got tongs and a spatula I'm going to use to toss these veggies, to be real quick. We're going to need something to put them in after we're done.
Let's get those in there.
But other than that, I think we're ready to go. Real simple dish. Get some oil here. I just have vegetable oil. If you got something like an avocado oil, it's got a real hot burning point. And peanut oil has also got a high burning point. That might be something you want to do if you're cooking on a wok this hot. But as fast as we're doing it, I don't think there's any chance for that oil to burn. Got a good bit of heat here. I'm going to kind of coat the sides of the pan a little bit. Well, it ain't coated very much. It's just all kind of sitting in there. That's all right. That oil's getting smoky already. I can smell. It's probably a little bit more oil than I needed, actually. We're going to roll with it, but I put a little less oil than that. Probably go with a teaspoon. I can always remove some oil. I'm going to take a little bit of this oil out. Make sure there's no water on your spoon, though, or that's going to happen. All right, here we go. So that's a good hot wok. I'm going to kind of like spread them out in one layer and not even mess with them for at least 30 seconds. Just maybe I can get a little bit of that browning on the bottom of it. It's going to give it that flavor. The browning adds a lot of new flavors. And you'll actually be able to smell it.
Yeah, you can smell it right away in the wok right there.
And if you have a lot of people that just keep on tossing them and tossing them and tossing them, you can cook them that way. But I think you get a little better flavor if you don't mess with them for the first 30 seconds.
Well, for those first 30 seconds, shout out right back to Mike Beer and Damon Metz for watching the video. Thanks for joining.
Alright, about 30 seconds. Not a whole lot of browning on there. You can really smell the flavors coming out.
And this is where it's up to you, really, how long you want to cook them, right? I mean, some people like it a little more crispy. You can let them cook a little longer for a softer veggie, depending on what you like at this point.
That's right. You can hear it just sizzling on there. That's what you want. I mean, that really gets you the flavor. If you ever go to a really good Chinese restaurant and that flavor is that extra edge, you know it's because they use a really hot wok and a hot grill. Like I said, a lot of times I'll do this on the wok with the holes in it. You get that flame licking, you get a little more browning. It's going to have a little more kind of liquid, but it's almost turned into like a cream.
You know what? For rice, if you have some rice, that could be a perfect combination.
I just decided it looks like it wants another little dose of shaking and treat. It doesn't have long. I'm probably going to toss it one more time and get this stuff off of here. This is an awful hot pan right here. Whew. Hot getting your hands around it. And what's say, like 20 more seconds?
Yeah, 20 more seconds.
Hot.
And we want to thank everybody that saw this video. Hopefully you found it insightful. Hopefully you'll want to try cooking the wok soon.
A lot of different ways to cook on the egg, and obviously if you have like another charcoal grill, you can do the same thing because we always said heat's heat.
I had that piece of stuff, but it's right on that, so you don't burn it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to dump it and put it back.
Okay.
Pallet of food. I got the ring along with it. There we go. There you go. It's a pretty big dish for a small batch of veggies, but it smells good. I think this towel actually melted to the end. See that? Whoa.
We lost the tower making this video.
So that's our grill wok veggies and our first ever Facebook Live. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great weekend.